The fact that students are using AI has brought up some questions, really important questions, right? Are students using the right AI? Are they using AI to get answers? Or is the AI helping them learn? This has raised questions from educators about the need for them to have some visibility, some control, put some guardrails around that use of AI. We really need students to know how to use that AI responsibly in a way that fosters learning. But the tool must come along as well to make that happen. And then the experience has to be safe. The data must remain private. It is with this in mind that we built the Study and Learn agent. Like I mentioned, the Study and Learn agent is now generally available. It's available in US English. It is available to all M365 EDU SKUs, A1, A3, A5. There's no additional cost associated with it. You do not need to have a Copilot premium license. But what is it? It's an agent that helps students learn. It leads with questions. It fosters understanding. It helps them practice, study, and master content. It works across subjects, K-12 through higher education. And it will meet learners where they're at. Scaffolded coaching conversations. It will make learning interactive by bringing in different activities. Now it is pre-installed already, and we'll take a look at what I mean by that in just a moment. It's available on web and desktop. Now here's the very important piece. I will probably say 3 times while I'm talking to you. This is available to all students provided Copilot chat is enabled. Now by default, Copilot chat is not enabled in an EDU tenant that is a K-12 tenant for students 13 to 17 years of age. It's available to all the adults, all the educators and faculty and so on. It's available to all the higher education students as well. But K-12 students, 13 to 17, which is a population that a lot of people think about as being a population that should learn to use AI responsibly and not just get answers from it. Copilot chat is not enabled for them. So IT needs to take one step to enable Copilot chat. And when you do, the agent just shows up. And what do I mean by it just shows up? Here's what happens. If Copilot chat is enabled right there in the left navigation bar of the M365 Copilot app, which is just office.com, or if you want the long form, it's m365.cloud.microsoft.com, you will see the agent right there pre-pinned in the left navigation bar. If you go to Copilot chat, the agent simply shows up in the dropdown right there, available to you. So let's take a look at the agent. I'm going to give you a video walkthrough of the feature set that is almost all available at GA with a few exceptions, and I'll call them out now, and I'll call them out later. Images are showing up as links in the conversation today. They will show up inline in the conversation next. And you'll see in the conversation these visual callouts that I have, motivation markers, where a quick tip will show up all colorful. That piece is coming soon as well. So let's do a quick walkthrough of this. So here I am, signed in as a student in the M365 Copilot app. And in that left navigation bar, I see the Study and Learn agent. Now, if I were to click on that plus, I also see the Study and Learn agent right there. And when I choose it, Copilot chat is no longer going to give me answers. It's going to lead as a coach, a tutor that helps you figure out the answers yourself. You can understand any topic or question, do flashcards, quizzes, matching activities, fill in the blanks activities, look at all your chat history, and also get access to other tools students can use, like the Learning Activities app or Reading Coach, and so on. So let's take a look at a student asking this agent a question. Say a student came in and wanted step-by-step help. And they said, hey, can you help me understand projectile motion? Now the agent responds with an explanation and an image. These inline images are coming soon. You'll get a link today. And then it asks the student a question. The student responds. The agent is listening for, did the student really get it? Giving them feedback, giving them tips. This scaffolded back and forth conversation is happening. Step by step, the agent is taking the student towards answering the question themselves, making sure it gives the student just the information they need at any given point in time, and asking just the right question of the right difficulty level to keep moving them along to the answer. It will introduce formulae. They come in pretty nicely formatted now. And so does that. The math mistakes have gone down over time. So if you still think that LLMs make lots of math mistakes, they don't make so many mistakes. Images come in when needed. They're not just always there. They just come in when they're needed and when the student needs it. And see that pause and think piece I mentioned? It will show up today just in plain text. The colorful sort of treatment will come soon. All right, so this conversation is going on. And then when it looks like the student has mostly got it, the agent will introduce an activity. So it'll say, well, do you want to take a quiz? In this case, it says, do you want to take a quiz to check your own understanding? It's a way for the student to calibrate their own understanding so far. And then when they take the quiz, they'll get feedback on what they got right, wrong, get explanations, and then they can move on in the conversation. Continue to chat with the agent. Now, the agent coaches and tutors on a variety of questions. Here, the student is studying a very broad topic, not a step-by-step, like DNA and mutation, getting ready for a test. The agent is going to lead with an explanation. So here, give some terms and definition. And it'll do the coaching step-by-step, but it'll also suggest activities, especially if you're trying to get ready for a quiz or a test. You can always just say, give me a fill in the blanks. or give me a matching game. So in this case, it introduced a matching game. And the student can connect different terms and definition and concepts with this particular game. And then when they're done, or actually even while they're doing it, they can talk to the agent about something they don't understand. You can ask questions and the agent is not going to give you the answer still. It'll give you explanations to help you figure out the answer yourself, even when you're doing an activity. Now, a common task that students do with when they're doing homework assignments and so on is writing. Often, chatbots will just do the writing for them. This agent has some guardrails in it to prevent students from just getting their writing from it. And we're going to keep making this better over time. Now, when students write, they need to have enough content knowledge. Here, the student is writing an essay comparing the Industrial Revolution and the AI Revolution. Enough content is needed to be able to do it. The agent is coaching the student on the content they need for the writing. So analogies being used, quick checks being done on whether they know their content, and it's going to also guide them on the writing process. So it's interleaving content, knowledge, and writing. And when the student says, can you write this thesis for me, or can you suggest a thesis? And say, I'm going to doing the thesis for you. But here's what a good thesis looks like. And like I mentioned, we're going to keep making this stronger and better over time. And so back and forth, the agent and the student go content and the writing process back and forth till the student has done the work. So we saw 3 different types of questions, and this video will play out till the end of this conversation. Step by step, broad questions, writing support. And if at some point the student comes in and says, I need an outline, the agent might give it bullet points in outline, but all with questions for the student to then write out the essay themselves. So 3 different types of questions. I also mentioned that you can do these activities with the agent. So let's go back to the homepage in just a moment. I'll talk you through those. All right. So here we are. You get those activities in the conversation, but you could also get flashcards, quiz, matching, and fill in the blanks on their own. Here's flashcards. So you can go in and say, give me a set of flashcards. You can attach your own notes, Word, PDF, PowerPoint, Excel files, all of those are allowed. OneNote pages too. And then you can also give it just a topic. It'll generate these flashcards. These are the same learning activities we have through the Teach module. You can complete the flashcard set right there. You can talk to the agent about the flashcard. It's not going to give you the answer, but it'll help you get enough knowledge and information to answer it yourself. You could also go in, and I didn't show one activity, so we'll see that one last activity now. And that is, you can do fill in the blanks. So if you come in and say, give me a fill in the blanks activity, again, you can upload a document if you want. Or you could just give it a topic, and it will generate a fill in the blanks activity for you. And the student can drag the answer. These are very good for learning processes or sequences of events. So these activities are really designed to span subjects and the types of questions students have to answer when they're really trying to learn, building their understanding, and also checking it. Here's the placemat slide on the features available. You can understand a question or concept, K through 12 or higher ed, all subjects. We've even had PhD students use this. You'll get writing support, and we'll keep making that stronger over time. Images are available in line as links. They're coming as embedded soon. Flashcards, quizzes, fill in the blanks, and matching as part of the conversation or as standalones are available. And the whole thing has been built on a foundation of learning science. So we work with internal experts and external experts, and we looked at how do humans learn? What does the research tell us? We distilled that into the core capabilities about how humans learn, especially relevant in the age of AI. And we created 4 pillars in the framework, the learning science framework, that have been codified into this agent. Number 1 is the scaffolded guidance that's adaptive. The second is enough productive struggle, asking enough questions for the student to do the thinking, not for the AI to do the thinking. Practice and active learning, and transferring of that learning. So when you finish a conversation with the agent, it will often ask you, would you want to apply that learning? All right, I think you're going to give me a time check, so I'll move it along and wrap up. Now, I mentioned a very important thing at the very beginning, which is the study and learn agent is available to your students, provided Copilot chat is enabled for them. There's a phenomenal video that Mike put together. It's a step-by-step tutorial on how to enable Copilot chat. Now, I'm going to put a whole host of links for you now in the chat. These are your resources. As you talk to customers and you talk to school districts and ministries, here are the links and the materials available for study and learn. And there is a link also to this step-by-step video. So look at bullet number 4. It has a link to the step-by-step tutorial video that will step you through how to enable Copilot chat for your students. And there are 2 pieces of documentation available as well, also linked in the chat, that you can use to make sure that you get the detailed sort of documentation along with that video.